Farewell, forsaken 49-year-old family-owned Fudge Shoppe. This is the site of a former downtown Branson tourist landmark that lasted nearly 50 years. Founded in 1969, the Fudge Shoppe complemented the ice cream parlor next door for decades, both benefiting greatly from their location of free advertising, courtesy of the long stoplight at the intersection of West Main and Veterans Boulevard. Now, of course, a mom-and-pop candy maker that managed to exist for half a century is interesting to me, open or closed, but in this special installment of my Farewell series, I've learned some insightful gossip to the story here. I don't know if what I'm about to tell you is totally true, but based on my sources, I'm confident that it's not that far off, and doubt this tale is a well-kept local secret. This is a sad story, as these things seem to be half the time, but a semi-unique, remarkable, and cautionary one. Legend has it the Fudge Shoppe was owned and operated by a married couple who eventually had a falling out over time, leading to divorce sometime around 2008. Despite this, they continued running the business together for another 10 years or so, but eventually their friction culminated in a terrible impasse, and around the beginning of 2018, they dropped everything and walked out on their vocation of over 4 decades, never to reopen again. The building, the candy-making equipment, and remaining product and ingredients were all left there for months, while neither party of the feuding couple would agree to sell it off, just to spite each other. Eventually, the building was prepared for sale and put on the market, and the equipment sold off. It would be really cool if I had some footage of the place to show you from before they created this enthralling bed of gravel that I'm showing you. Sure, it's an interesting story, and this really is the location where the place stood for all those years, now surgically scraped away from the other vintage structures it shared walls with. But it does seem like a bit of a rip for the audience. Yeah, sure would be nice to show you all how cool it was, like if I had access to magically filmed previous footage lying around or something. Can you imagine that? Oh well, can't win them all, I suppose. Now, I wouldn't do that to you, would I? I imagine this business had many great times and workers for many happy years. But all things must end at some point, and we should not dismiss the positive value of the Fudge Shoppe's existence just because things didn't end ideally. At least we have the gift of video recording to help us more acutely remember things and places after they are gone, provided someone can get the opportunity. It stands to reason hundreds of thousands experienced this inviting confectionery over the decades and enjoyed its authentic vintage charm, rustic patina, and old-fashioned value. And now, for the icing on the cake, the reward payoff for keeping your ADD urges at bay, even older footage from April 2018, just a couple of months after the alleged walkout, and you will see the scene of everything being dropped in a moment, frozen in time, where the hands of the clock stopped. Thank you for watching.